I have to tell you, everyone can change. Everyone can change. It's mindfulness. It's what you think at the moment. And you can change your mind in an instant. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering, what the heck is she talking about? What's a vibration? What's that? Your vibration is, let's take you on the other side, away from your physical body. The more evolved you are, the higher you vibrate on the other side. It's kind of like, if you've ever seen them make up an angel in a movie, the wings are golden and there's this glow, maybe that's a better word, glow around her. That's a vibration, that glow. And when you vibrate, how do I say this? When you vibrate, you raise yourself up to being more connected with God, to being more of a child of God, because you resonate with God and what He wants for you. And back to the eating meat thing, truly ask in your heart. Ask in your heart and look at signs. And I'll tell you, I got a really big sign one day because I had slipped. The biggest thing for me to give up was pork. And you have to understand, when I first gave up meat, it was more for health reasons. It wasn't for spiritual reasons. But then I realized spiritually it changed me. It made me better. And so I was kind of questioning it in my head one day, and I'm out walking the dog, and I crossed the path of a dead worm. I think that's what it was. I'm like, oh, I've never noticed a dead worm before. Well, then coming back from the walk, there was a dead bird on my path. So I got it. Dead meat. It's dead meat. Animals are eating that dead meat. I don't need to eat that dead meat. Why would I want to eat that? That's stopping me from being who I'm meant to be. And again, everyone has their own choice. As long as the days are, there will be people who eat meat, who will consume it. I live for the day when we live on a planet where we no longer consume meat. When we realize that we're taking up more land than we need to produce cattle. Instead, we could be feeding the world. Truly, there have been studies done. If we took away all the cattle, even if we took away half the cattle, we could produce enough food to feed the planet. But we don't, because we have big business and all of that. And again, people are afraid of change. This is what I know how to do. So truly, it's a personal choice. And it's how close to God do you want to be? I really think that is what you have to ask yourself. Do you want to be that child of God who hears God all the time, that follows that flow of knowing who you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go at every moment of every day? Or do you enjoy the struggle? Because believe it or not, people enjoy being miserable. I say it all the time. You have to want to not be miserable. Some people thrive on being the spoiled brat, or being the miserable one, or poor little me. And if that's who you are, that's not who you need to be. But if that's what you enjoy being, by all means stay there. But the rest of us who want to be a little closer to God, and maybe you can't give up meat because it is an addiction. Truly it is. Dairy is the biggest addiction. Cheese is an addiction. And a lot of vegans will tell you cheese was the hardest thing they ever had to give up. You can do it. You can just give up a little. Don't eat so much meat during the week. Cut back your consumption. If we cut back our consumption in half, we would tell the makers of the meat industry that, we're not so interested in that anymore. It's been there all the time. What else can you do for me? Can you grow some wheat on that farm? Can you grow some barley on that farm? Can you grow some oats on that farm? Corn? What can you do on that farm? Cut your cow consumption in half. And grow us something we can use. Because as a consumer, we create supply and demand, not the manufacturer. We create supply and demand. So if we're always buying meat, then they're always going to supply it. But truly, scientifically, for health reasons, I think we all should cut back incredibly. Spiritually, I think we should all cut back considerably. I don't think it does us any good. I think we all should be better human beings, and we should all be more spiritually connected to God. So I think I've done enough for today. I don't want to wear you guys out and give you too much. So have a very, very happy new year, and I look forward to seeing you in 2010. Ciao.